So, any other thoughts or areas people would like to explore or share? Insights they'd like to share?
Let's see.
Oh, there's
Hello,
hands
Terence.
coming.
As we go from the left,
Yeah,
our
Juliet.
left.
Hi,
Hi,
Juliet.
Hello. Oh, it's so lovely to be here and see everyone, and thank you. Chip, something you said last night in the meet and greet, what I've really taken from today and yesterday is with you sharing your story of how you were first impacted and then your work in the prisons. It sort of reminded me, it's been in my mind a lot in the last 2 weeks of that, my sort of journey into the school and everything, and all those amazing memories. But you said about seeing that the dysfunction in your family and previous generations would stop with you, and you've seen that play out now with your children and your grandchildren. And it really touched me because I had that insight 2 weeks before I came to the school in 2017. It was during the London conference, and I was on my own making dinner. And I had this really powerful feeling that same sort of thing, you know, addiction, dysfunction, all sorts of stuff going back a long way, that it would stop with me. And I was just filled with love, and I saw how I didn't know my grandparents on one side, but I saw that they reached for whatever they could to deal with what was going on for them, and my father too. That and I just had this immense feeling of love, and I also saw that as a child, I connected with my father in a. I didn't live with him, but I connected with him kind of beyond all that dysfunction. I didn't see that when I was a child. I just saw him. And then over the years since, I think it'd be fair to say I've wondered if was that really true. And it's really interesting how just recently the just incredible things are happening with some people in my family, unexpected and sort of ordinary in one way, but it's as if, you know, I've heard people say, you know, you start to see the world differently. And for me, that happened further out in the world in a way. And now it's really happening close in. And it's just so beautiful. When I came, that whole period really from kind of May through June of 2017, and for several months after, I was walking in a more beautiful world. It was magical. And then I think it's quite a common experience. You later, you sort of think, well, what happened? Where did that go? And I've really heard in both of your sharing how it doesn't matter if it's not always feeling like that. It's the knowing of it. And you've really, really reinforced that for me, and to just be grateful, you know, for what has happened, because we can forget, you know, how much things have changed or feel different. So I just want to thank you. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, Julia. That was lovely. It's so good to see you too. It's lovely.
And I love what the points you're making.
Yes,
thank you.
me too.
I'm so happy for you.
Yes, congratulations.
Send our love.
I will. Thank you.
So it looks like Leanne has her hand up.
Do I have to? Yeah.
There we go.
Hello.
Oh.
Nice to see you all. I try not to cry. I have a track record of crying every single time.
Oh.
I loved what you said about behavior being just a distraction. I find that to be very true for me, to see that with my clients. I started my journey with you, Chip and Jan, and with my son being very yeah, very caught up in the thinking of if I'm a good enough mother or not. And had that beautiful insight, luckily straight away in the first conference. The first day I didn't know anything about it. And quite a lot. And I was just recently talking with someone saying, like, everybody is so clear about their story and where their first insight came from, and is so beautiful, clear about that. And I realized today, actually, and yesterday, that what happened for me was just really, I decided to just love and stop to think about it. And the moment, and it was for me very, very clear and very true that I loved my son. And you reminding me and saying, like, you asking these questions about if you're good enough, that shows me that, or that shows me that you're good enough, that really triggered something within me. That I realized that there's always love. But when we get into that chaotic state, it's often love plus something. Love plus disappointment, or even anger is mostly just disappointment of things not working out the way we wanted. And to be able to know that every client or every person you meet, they always have love underneath everything, underneath all this destructive or sometimes very unkind behavior towards themselves or to others, is that beautiful person who just hasn't seen how beautiful they are. And yeah, I just love connecting with people on that basis of love and this curious interest in how they will see that the first time, or how they will connect to that. And yeah, I really feel blessed. I absolutely feel blessed. The first day I don't even know who I heard speaking. The first half an hour, I thought, I want to do that for the rest of my life. That is it's not like a therapy, it's just common sense, and in a form of that you can share it in a way that I always felt that's the way we naturally are allowed to feel when we have not too much thinking going on, not too much should be's and should do's and have to's. And so I you know that, Jan and Chip, I love you to bits, and everyone here, and I'm so glad that I'm here with you guys today and girls.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks so much, Leanne. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. And you put out love in your work so
Absolutely.
beautifully. So thank you so much. Lots of love.